Now crochet the cat's arms. There are two ways to crochet the cat's arms. One is to change yarn once. The other is to change yarn twice. Here, I will continue demonstrating using the shark cat's arm. The white yarn will be used during the process. The white yarn may cause it difficult to see stitches clearly during recording due to lighting. So we will demonstrate by using off-white yarn instead. Please refer to the stitches and ignore the color. Crochet with the corresponding color yarn. Take out the white yarn. Hold the yarn on your hand in this way. Crochet the fabric by starting with a magic ring. First, make a magic ring on your hand. The loop on the middle finger forms a magic ring. The first round starts with 1 chain stitch, then 6 single crochet, and end with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochet. The first one. Attach the stitch marker. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. 6 single crochet are completed. Tighten the magic ring. Remove the stitch marker. Crochet a slip stitch. The first round is completed. Rounds 2 and 3 are the same. Start with 1 chain stitch, then 6 single crochet. Finish with a slip stitch. I will demonstrate the crochet method for the second round. 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochet. The first one. Attach the stitch marker. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Finally, 1 slip stitch. The second round is completed. The crochet method for the third round is the same as the second round. You can crochet it yourself. This is how it looks after finishing the third round. You need to change yarn for the fourth round. First, cut the white yarn. Take out the yarn of the new color and hold it in your hand. Press the yarn tail to the back of the fabric. The fourth round starts with 1 chain stitch, then 6 single crochet. Finish with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch, Wrap the crochet hook with the new yarn. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. Then tighten the white yarn loop. One chain stitch is done. The yarn is changed. Next, crochet 6 single crochet. Place both yarns above the crochet hook. Attach the stitch marker. The second one. Place both yarn tails above the crochet hook. You can ignore these 2 yarn tails here. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Six single crochet are done. Remove the stitch marker. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The fourth round is completed. Now let's learn how to change yarn colors. We need to change the yarn at the stitch marked with the yellow stitch marker, so stop crocheting when there is still 1 stitch left, before the stitch marker. Preparing for color change. Insert the crochet hook under the top horizontal V shape. Pull the yarn through the insertion point with the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. This is an incomplete single crochet. In this state, change the yarn. Release the yarn in your hand. Take out the yellow yarn. Place the yellow yarn on the crochet hook like this. Pinch the yellow yarn below the crochet hook with your thumb and index finger. Use the crochet hook to catch the yellow yarn. Drag the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now there is 1 yellow loop remaining on the crochet hook. This completes the color change. We will find that the blue loop below is very loose. Find the blue yarn tail. Pull the yarn tail to tighten it. Then pull the yellow yarn. Tighten the yellow loop on the crochet hook. Here is the end of the yarn where we cut it. Ensure the length is at least 3 to 4 inches. Extend the yarn end. Pull the yarn on your hand. Wrap the yarn around the little finger. Pass it through the palm, between the middle and index fingers. Hang it over the index finger. Pinch the yarn tail below with the thumb and middle finger. Place the yellow and blue yarns on the back of the fabric. Ensure the front side of the fabric is facing us. Next, continue crocheting single crochet with the yellow yarn. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook into the stitch. Then place the yellow and blue yarns on top of the crochet hook. We can hide the yarn while securing it. Now there are 5 loops on the crochet hook. Use the crochet hook to pull the yellow yarn through the first 4 loops on the hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Use the crochet hook to pull the yellow yarn through the 2 loops on the hook again. Now there is 1 loop remaining on the crochet hook. A single crochet is completed. If the horizontal V shape at the top of the yellow yarn is too large, you can pull the yellow yarn tail below to tighten it. We will demonstrate it in detail once more. Insert the crochet hook through the stitch position. Now there are 5 loops on the crochet hook. Place these 2 yarn ends above the crochet hook. This is to hide the yarn, making the yarn tail more secure, and also to prevent these 2 strands from interfering with our crocheting. Weave in the yarn tail for at least 3 to 4 stitches. You can also weave in a few more stitches. Pull the yellow yarn through the position of the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over, pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. We have already woven in 4 stitches. If you do not want to continue weaving in the yarn, you can tighten the yellow yarn. Then cut off the excess yarn tail. For the blue yarn, if it will be used in the subsequent crocheting. If you will continue to change yarns, you can leave it uncut. If it is no longer needed, you can also cut it off directly. We weave in a few more stitches. The blue yarn can be set aside. We have completed crocheting the top blue V-shaped stitches. The top is now left with yellow V-shaped stitches. This indicates that a full round of color change is complete. Now we will crochet a few more stitches. As you can see, after the color change is completed, there will be a step here. This is an unavoidable situation when changing yarn in spiral crochet. You can now cut these 2 yarn tails. Rounds 5 and 6 are the same. Start with 1 chain stitch, then 6 single crochet, and with 1 slip stitch. I will demonstrate the crochet method for the 5th round. 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochet. The first one. Attach the stitch marker. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Six single crochet are done. Finished with a slip stitch. Round 5 is completed. The crochet method for round 6 is the same as round 5. Please complete it by yourself. This is how it looks after finishing round 6. This yellow arm needs to change to blue yarn to crochet round 7. The arms of the other two cats do not require changing yarn here. First, cut off the yellow yarn. Take out the blue yarn and hold it on hand. Press the yarn tail to the back of the fabric. Round 7 starts with a chain stitch. Then work 6 single crochet. Finish with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the loop on the hook. Tighten the yellow yarn loop. Next, crochet 6 single crochet. The first one. Place the yarn tail above the crochet hook. Attach the stitch marker. The second one. These 2 yarn tails can be ignored. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Six single crochet are done. Finish with a slip stitch. Round 7 is now completed. Next, weave a long yarn tail and cut the yarn. Use the yarn tail for sewing later. Yarn over and pull through. Then cut these 2 yarn tails here. One arm of the shirt cat is now completed. Refer to the crochet methods of this arm. Crochet the arms of the other cats on your own.